Ascension news, Mary Magdalene, Goddess Isis, Goddess Hathor, and the Priestess Lineage of the Rose. The current emergence of the Priestess of the Rose lineage has strong connections with the Christ story, though its roots go back much further in time. The mission of Jesus the Christ concerns the birth of the age of Pisces, also the current emergence of the age of Aquarius. The second coming of Christ, which is a group awakening to Christ consciousness, is one of the signs that we are now entering that new age of light. So let's take a brief look at the mission of Jesus the Christ and that of Mary Magdalene. Now, according to the Gospel of Philip, which states, "There were three who always walked with the Lord, Mary his mother, her sister, Mary of Clopas, and Magdalene, the one who was called his companion." Now, it's likely that Mary Magdalene was actually called Mary the Magdalene, where Magdalene translates as tower in Aramaic. Thus, Mary the Magdalene could well translate as Mary the Watchtower. This name was very appropriate for her, since she was the one that rallied the apostles after the crucifixion and aligned them with their mission. And if you're interested in this, I do recommend you read the Gospel of Mary Magdalene, which you can find doing a simple Google search. Though incomplete, it is still very revealing about her nature and some of the challenges she faced after the crucifixion. And please note, this Gospel was not written by Mary Magdalene herself. Now, the three Marys were said to be present at the crucifixion. It is interesting to note that Jesus appeared only to Mary the Magdalene as the risen Christ. This perhaps says something about the nature of their close bond. Later, these same three Marys sailed to the Camargue region in the south of France with Joseph of Arimathea after the crucifixion. And these are the three Marys that feature so prominently in the myths and legends of that region. Let me just say that I have visited the Camargue region in the south of France twice. The Camargue is such a beautiful region with its wild marshes and lagoons, home for the famous Camargue white horses and majestic pink flamingos. Legend says that the boat of Joseph of Arimathea carrying the three Marys landed at a town now named Les Saintes-Maries de la Mer. And to this day, in May every year, many pilgrims, particularly those from the Roma community, gather to honour the three Marys. Now, the whole idea of the Holy Grail is said to be about a cup that caught the blood of Christ while he was on the cross. However, I feel, along with many, that the Holy Grail was actually Mary the Magdalene, who was pregnant with the child of Jesus the Christ. So coming back to the present moment and the emerging light of the goddess on the earth plane. The Priestess of the Rose, that is so strongly associated with Mary the Magdalene, also has its roots in Atlantis and the Atlantean colony of Egypt. This line also quite likely leads back to Isis, who was both High Priestess in the Atlantean Law of One tradition, and later pharaoh of the Atlantean colony in Egypt, and then whose essence merged with the earth goddess traditions of that land. This tradition also reaches back to the goddess Hathor, who strongly embodies the qualities of love and inner beauty that this tradition strongly embodies. This lineage of the Priestess of the Rose embodies many qualities of the goddess that are now coming back to the planet at this time. These qualities are there to help rebalance this world, which has been so long lopsided and unbalanced in terms of the masculine and feminine connection. These emerging qualities include that of divine feminine love, heart-centered wisdom, a gentle yet strong sense of sovereignty. And this line is about the return of the priestess archetype as holder of the codes of the goddess. As this tradition emerges, there is a call for certain starseeds, mostly those in a female body, but not exclusively, to align with this tradition and become code holders once again for the goddess. For those interested in this Priestess of the Rose lineage, I have created a transmission called Mary Magdalene, Goddess Isis, Goddess Hathor, and the Priestess Lineage of the Rose. That is available only in my free resource library. If you have an account there, wonderful. If not, just sign up for the free account, and you can find the link in the text below. Many blessings.